Shadows of Redwood, Part 1. My first job was at a gas station in the town of Redwood, my home for nearly 40 years. With around 200 residents, Redwood is truly a tight-knit community, featuring a city hall, police department, and Forest Joe's gas station. At 25, I was young and a bit reckless. I preferred jeans and boots over dresses. I'm just 4 feet 11 inches tall, with long coffee-colored hair and hazel eyes, earning me the nickname Human Mood Stone. I always helped others, whether finding missing persons or providing comfort after accidents. Like many towns, Redwood had its legends, including that of the Wanderers, shadowy beings rumored to haunt the forest. Those who made eye contact with them would vanish, explaining many unexplained disappearances. We never ventured into the woods without offering tobacco, a sign of respect. Outsiders dismissed our beliefs, but we had enough encounters to know better. Shadows of Redwood, Part 2. Redwood is a farming town, surrounded by fields and forests. Many strange tales circulated, making the supernatural seem commonplace. Typically, the town felt safe, until one fateful night. Working my usual shift at the gas station, I noticed a rush of customers heading to the campground. Afterward, I gathered the trash to take out back. It was nearly dark when I flipped the bags into the dumpster, and the flickering light above the door made me uneasy. As I hurried back, I heard shuffling noises behind me. I hesitated at the door and saw shadows that didn't match my own. The light above flickered out, plunging me into darkness. Whispers erupted around me, escalating to shouts. Panicking, I scrambled inside, locking the door tightly. Shadows of Redwood, Part 3. Heart racing, I rushed to the cash cage, realizing an hour had somehow passed outside. I grabbed the phone and dialed my boss's number. "Hey, Lexi, what you need?" Joe's calm voice eased my nerves. "The Wanderers are outside. I locked the store down," I blurted. "Hang on, I'm on my way. Stay put. I'm bringing the sheriff," Joe ordered. Seeing blue and red flashing lights outside, I yelled, "Joe, Deputy John Morrow is here." I rushed to unlock the cash cage and get the deputy's attention. Suddenly, a loud crash echoed as a rock hit the window, and I watched in horror as the deputy dove for his car. I flicked the lock to let him in, and he quickly took cover beside me. Shadows of Redwood. Part 4. "Lock it," he instructed. I complied, trembling. The deputy glanced at me. "I didn't believe they were real until tonight," he muttered. "Me neither," I replied, as rocks continued to pummel the store. A loud crash echoed as one of the picture windows shattered. We could now discern the words of the voices outside, chanting in a haunting sing-song, "Come join us, come walk with us." Then the deputy's radio crackled to life. "Morrow here. There are multiple individuals outside Forest Joe's throwing rocks and chanting. The store clerk and I are pinned down," he reported. Shadows of Redwood. Part 5. "Stay where you are. Joe and I are heading to your location," the sheriff ordered. "Yes, sir," Deputy Morrow replied. Suddenly it was too quiet. He peeked over the counter, swearing before yanking the radio from his belt. "Sheriff, what's your ETA? We have a family walking toward the forest." The deputy dashed to the door, waving his arms and shouting, "Hey, over here, do not go into the woods." The family paused, confused, before jumping back into their car and speeding away. Then a large rock struck the deputy in the chest, knocking him down. I crawled over, dragging him behind the counter where he lay coughing. Shadows of Redwood, Part 6. I grabbed the radio, thankful it had a CD player, and pulled out a CD I bought at a local powwow. I inserted it, cranked up the volume, and set it on the counter, filling the store with Native American chanting and drums. As we listened, the rocks finally stopped, leaving an unsettling silence broken only by the music. A few minutes later, Joe and the sheriff arrived, navigating through the chaos that looked like a war zone. We gave our statements, and paramedics checked on the deputy, who was bruised but okay. They noted he was lucky not to be seriously injured given the size of the rocks. Shadows of Redwood. Part 7. I left the CD playing but turned it down. We never saw our attackers, only their shadows. The music seemed to have driven them off, leaving us with more questions than answers. Joe spent months repairing the store, and after that night, he always played Native American music at Forest Joe's. I never faced the Wanderers again, and now arrived at work only during daylight, taking out the trash in the morning. What happened that night became a new mystery and legend in Redwood, especially since the deputy and I were the only known survivors of a full encounter with the Wanderers.